Okay, Tommy, as I watched your five swings here, really good, really close. One thing that I would just recommend as you move forward, I know this is the first swing, but I've watched all five of yours to see this. Really like the rhythm you have, looking at back hip load, definitely get it, definitely staying inside of your back foot, everything's good there. One thing that I would suggest messing around with is the timing with which you go back with your hands. You can see how you get going back pretty early because what happens, and everything looks magnified at 240 frames a second. Obviously, you're hitting the ball well, but I think that we could be even better. The only area I see for improvement is as you're coming into the ground, you'll see that you just start to turn a little bit early, starting to come forward a little bit. See, right before you're getting into toe touch, you're just starting to open up. It's off by just a little bit. Now, what's great, Tommy, is like you're in a really good position, right? You're stacked up. Your chin's over your belly button. Your elbow's back, your front elbow's back behind your belly button. Your top hand's a fist away from your back shoulder. Your bat's at a really good angle. As you watch, as you swing, right? Definitely creating, some good movement down here. Do a nice job staying connected with your hands, right? It could be a little bit better. Hands got a little bit behind your shoulder, but, a really good job maintaining the relationship as we kind of zoom in here. Like, that's pretty good connectivity. I think that what will just help your direction and help you stay back a little bit more on breaking balls is if we just got into the ground before we started to get that motion there where we're just starting to swing. You can just see a little bit in here, a little bit open up here. As you get your heel into the ground, again, still real good. This is why you've got a lot of pop. You're connected in here. Your hands are still back, still stacked up real good. You're engaging your core down here. As we put a dot on your front hip, really good, right? Everything's locked up. I mean, it's real good. You can see how we get a slight around. We could get a little more length, right? So, I mean, really, really, really close, Tommy. The one thing that I would just suggest as we move forward, again, love the negative load. I would say, see how early that you get back with your hands and you just kind of hang out, and you just start forward just a little bit early. You might want to just play around with feeling like, okay, do I start going back a little bit later with my hands so that they're getting back to their apex kind of right there? Imagine my foot was down right there. That's kind of what I would like to see. You can get a little bit more weight off of your back leg at that point. But right as you're coming in, right, you just kind of set yourself up to be just a little bit around the ball. But it's not off by much. Once again, everything else checks out real good. I think we would get a little bit more length. It would help us stay back on breaking balls if we got into the ground before we started to turn right there. But looks pretty good. That's the one thing that I saw.